So, hello people. Hope you all are doing well. Okay. So, this is me wanting to talk about
Hi, Mom.
childcare in the UK. I think I'm seeing a lot of video going viral, like going around, talking about how those in the abroad doesn't want to help people, that they are stingy, they are this and they are that and they are that. Well, there are so many things that those at home, back home, doesn't know what those in the diaspora are going through. Be it in the UK, Canada, America, Australia, wherever country you find yourself, as far as it's far away from home. Now, I want to bring this into play for those that are back home to understand the real situation and what's actually happening in the diaspora. Okay, now, so many factors is limiting a lot of people. One, we have a lot of people that came through education routes, and we all know what it means to come through education. You need to pay your school fees, you have other bills attached to it, like paying your rent, wanting to sort yourself, and then maybe paying transportation and the like, utility bills. Those ones you can't even do away with those ones, or phone bills. I'm never talking about those that collect phones and you're paying for phone, like essentials, data, monthly cover. Now that is for those. And also know that most people that come through education, if they are single, they might not be able to work more than 20 hours, which puts a lot of heavy weight on them, whereby they have a target to pay up their school fees, and then they have a target to meet other expenses before they will not think of, okay, I want to send back home. That is one category of people that migrate from their home country and then go abroad to study. Then we have another category of people that also immigrate from their home country to other countries. These are family members that relocate to another country, like husband and wife and children. Now, people feel, oh, because the husband and wife are together with the kids, so life is going to be easier, like, oh, they will make this money, or they have plenty of this money, or they are plucking money from the tree. Now, I want to break it down right now for you guys to understand it properly. I think it just needs to be break down for a perfect understanding to everyone. Now, let me even talk about the country where I am, in the UK, for instance. If you are a parent in the UK, like you have maybe like husband and wife and then maybe 2 kids, for example, and then your children are under 16 years of age, you can't leave them at home. Like, you cannot leave them at home. So imagine if it's one of the spouse that needs to work, for instance, like, okay, one of the spouse is working and one of the spouse is going to school. Have you all thought about how they take care of the child? Sometimes things doesn't get balanced, because you find out that the person going to school might need to tie his own school timetable alongside with the kids' school routine, or the person going to work might need to tie the kids' school routine to their work routine, he or she work routine. In this case, how do you think such family members survive? They have bills to pay, they have school fees to pay, the kids are there to eat. Fine, people will say, oh, they go to free school. It's not only school that makes expenses when you're taking care of kids, especially when you are not entitled to public funds like child support and all of that. Now imagine a family of 4, husband going to school or wife going to school, and then one person needs to work and then one person needs to take care of the kids. How do you think these people try to balance all these things? Now imagine, now the truth is, 2 people cannot even work full time. Let's even assume that eventually the main applicant, who is the student, be it he or she, goes to school and then eventually finishes school. Some people will say, okay, maybe school don't finish, then they pay school fees again, so they're supposed to arrive. Some will be waiting for you, like, okay, maybe the course is 1 year course now. Maybe after 1 year, let's see the excuse he has to give or she has to give again for not sending money back home. Now the truth is, even if the person finishes school, he still has other responsibility to think of. if you finish school and then you're on a tier 4 visa, you might think of switching either to post-study visa, which is not free, of course. It requires you paying a particular amount of money. So imagine you're a family of 4 and you're looking for like 10 grand, 10,000 quid, to change to your post-study visa. That is another expenses to the household. How do you think they would survive paying rent, paying bills? At this time, council tax is even coming, and every other bill is even coming, and all of that. Remember, there is a restriction in working because of the fact that they have kids that are less than 16. How do you think such family members is going to cope? Aside from the fact that they even need to switch to post-study visa, let's assume that, for instance, one of the parties get a sponsored job, for instance. Of course, it doesn't come free as well. Even if the company sponsors you, yes, but you still need to pay for your visa, for your family, your kids. Now, those things doesn't come cheap or are not free either. One will need money, to take care of those things. So I do tell people, whoever that leaves the country and relocate, we don't expect such ones to be balanced for like the next, from that time they arrive in the new country in the next 5 years. Just know that that first 5 years is a struggling stage for them, because they are trying to get used to the environment. They are trying to, look for a better way to make things easier for themselves. They are trying to transition, they are trying to get used to the old rules and regulations, the old do's and don'ts. For instance, back home, you can just tell Lagbaja and say, okay, Anu, I'm coming, I want to quickly go to this. Please, let me pick up my kids from school. Or you can even tell your kids' teacher back in Nigeria, like, okay, please, if you are going, since you are passing front of my gate too, my neighbor will be outside waiting for you. Please drop the kid with her, and then she's going to look. When I come back, I'm going to pick up the kids. But here, we can't even talk to a nearby neighbor. Like, okay, nearby neighbor, I beg they come. If them being picking come, do you want to tell the school that, oh, please, someone will come and pick up my kids? Or no, teacher, please drop it in front of my door. Somebody will pick up the kid from the door. It's never possible. Those are the things that are never possible. Like, that is not even done here, because the moment you even make a mistake to even say that, or you try to think you want to do that, it's going to land you into trouble. I'm very sure a lot of us have been hearing about social workers, and all of that. So see, people in the diaspora are struggling. Yes, Nigeria is hot, Africa is hot. But cost of living here too is not easy. Cost of living here too is high, it's expensive. Like, trying to meet up these regular expenses that you need to meet up. You need to pay your car insurance, to pay your council tax, to pay your rent, you need to pay your bills, like your utility bills, and other things that comes with it. So my people at home, please, people should just bear with us. Bear people that are outside. If you have any family members or any friend that are in diaspora, please, just know that this is one of the things they're actually going through. All the things I have just mentioned, they will definitely be going through one of this or the other, except those that have a grown-up kids that are like 16 years and above. Yes, those ones are like kind of free because the kids can actually stay on their own. But for those that have kids that are less than 10, 16, it's a struggle for us. Like, it's a big struggle for us. So I hope with this free point of mine, I've been able to bring out some points so that you guys can just, think about it, ponder over it, and see the reason why people abroad are struggling and making things happen. So if you have anything to add or you have anything to say, feel free to chat, to drop a message on my DM. I would reply. Feel free to share the videos. Feel free to ask me any questions. I would answer. So thank you. See you again some other time. Bye.